it's Tuesday, December the 22nd, and we begin now a 22-day study of Psalm 119, the longest of the Psalms. The shortest was just 2 Psalms before in Psalm 117, and it's an acrostic. Each of the sections begins with a letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And so the first one is Aleph, the first letter in Hebrew, verses 1 through 8. Blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord. All of these sections emphasize, of course, God's law, God's statute, God's precept, God's testimony, God's commandments. It's like opening a thesaurus and running the entire range of synonyms, all of which refer in the end of the day to the Bible, to the scriptures. Scripture as commandment, scripture as law, scripture as precept, scripture defining the shape of the Christian life. You notice in the second verse, blessed are those who keep his testimony, who seek him with their whole heart. So the reference to keeping, and you see it again repeated in verse 5, and you'll see it again repeated in verse 8. I will keep your statutes, do not utterly forsake me. This is not keeping God's law in order to win God's favor. It's the opposite. Because we have experienced God's favor and grace, we now have a desire to keep God's law. One of the indicators of having tasted and seen that the Lord is good is that we have a love for the Bible. Well, we're going to spend 22 days in some form or fashion talking about our relationship to Scripture, our relationship to God's law in the ups and downs of the Christian life. Well, have a wonderful day.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, and you want to make sure you get all of our content, not just videos, but podcasts and ministry updates, make sure you download our app. If you think you might have missed a video, click on our YouTube channel. A link should be down below. There you can see all of our videos. And if you want to make sure you don't miss anything in the future, hit subscribe. If you want to be one of the first ones to know when we release a video, hit that little bell icon. And if this video has blessed you and you can think of someone else that it might help, use that share icon and send it to them. All, of course, for the edification of God's people and the glory of his name. Until next time, God bless.